What's up guys, I'm Ivan Calderon and today we're going to be making a beat. Alright, so I found a sample on Splice, and if you guys don't know what that is, I recently did a video on it, so go definitely check that out. But the sample sounds like this. Now, this sample's in the key of A minor, but I don't like the ending. I'm not going to change the pitch, I'm not going to change the key or anything. I just don't like this ending here. So what I did is I made it one of my own. I kind of chopped it up a bit. I cut some of the highs because it kind of had like this lo-fi sound that I did not like. I added a bit of reverb from Echo Boy. Oh, and I also I slowed everything down. I don't like to work in high BPMs because it just messes up my like arrangement. I don't know, but I have this set to 62 BPM, which is like roughly half. So we got something like this. So I just made it end on the A and added a bit of reverb to kind of fill up that space. Now this is kind of giving me some type of like R&B vibe. I don't know. We'll see what this turns into. Now I did have some drums pre-selected just to kind of speed up the process, but they sound like this. I usually start with melodies, but because we already have a sample that I like, then we can just jump into the percussive elements. Here we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a bit of a snare, that one there, just to kind of accentuate that clap. Cool. Make sure that's on time. And we loop it. So we got this. Just adds a bit more of like a bite. So now I have a hi-hat picked out, an open hat that I want to lay on here. So let's go ahead and record that. Now we need a close hat, something to kind of add that bounce. So I have one here. This sounds okay, but I want to kind of add, I want to make it feel more like a chug when it comes to the hi-hat. So I did pick out a second one. Loop that. I picked out this other open hat. So I think I'm going to add that to probably like the gaps in between here. So I did get a wood block. This is kind of like a, I don't know, we gotta add some percussive stuff in here. I did bring in a snap, but I don't know if I want to use it just yet. What I do want to do is add a crash in here just to kind of introduce the whole segment. That's it. That one was quick. Scoot that over. Okay, I think the drums are finished. Now what I want to do is I want to add some type of piano on top. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to play yet, but I'm going to bring in a Nexus. I wish I had a keyscape. I would have totally used that instead, but we don't have it. So you got to work with what we have. I'm going to use, I usually always go like grand piano. I'm gonna do soft. All right, so let's just play around with it. And I'm using a sustain pedal, by the way. Okay, so the chords for that were A minor, D minor, E minor, and then the lower octave A minor. All right, I came up with a piano piece and it sounds like this. And I basically played the chords that I mentioned before, A minor, D minor, E minor, and A minor, but I just kind of played it in different octaves. So if you take a look, in the first half and the second, I played the same A. In the second bit, I took the D up a higher octave, the E stayed the same, and then for the first part of that A, I brought it down an octave. So that is that. Now, it's getting there, but I still feel like it needs a little bit of body. So what I'm gonna do is probably add a pad. I'm gonna bring in a Sylenth. Let's go over to, let's do OVO. And let's see, let's look for a pad here. Ooh. Okay, this one sounds good. I don't think it sounds good down in the lower octaves, but I might have to play higher chords. So let's mess around with it. So all we need now is a bass. I think this beat is pretty much done. So I'm gonna bring in, let's bring in another Sylenth. And I actually have a bass that I kind of messed around with, so I'm gonna bring that in. All right, so I'm gonna follow the same chord progression just to kind of keep it simple. I think the actual drums kind of drive this beat, but I am probably gonna chop up some notes just to kind of give it a little bit of bounce. But let's see what we can come up with. All right, I think we're done. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share it if you see fit. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, but I will see you guys on the next one.